if you want to do your theory test, you are going to pick a date. You can't just say I want to do my theory test and I want to go and do it today. There is a pool. So you are going to you input your provisional license number in it. So there's a site. The site I can vouch for is just go to gov.uk. That one's the government site. Then when you get there, there is a search button that you can now put how to book for my theory test. So it will give you date and location. So you look for the best location you prefer. Then the location will also be dependent on availability. Like I stay in, assuming I stay in point A now, then the closest place to me is point B. Point B might have the closest date for the theory test to be today is 4th of October. The closest date for point B might be December. That's the nearest time you can do theory. People have actually booked. So you have the chance to look for point C, which might be further than point B, but that one might have like 3 days away from the day you actually apply. So you can apply
Depends on how soon you want
how soon you
to.
want to do it. So you can drive 1 hour to go and do your
Mhm.
theory. You can enter train because you actually want a close date. So it depends on you. So don't restrict yourself to like
Okay,
okay
because they
because
said
this
my
my
location is
location, yeah,
in 3 months, so
yeah.
I
So
have to wait.
I have to wait. No, you can look for further location. You can stay in Manchester and you go to Leeds. You can go to from Manchester to Newcastle. You can do it anywhere. So so you need to book for your theory test. So when you book, they will send a reference number to you, and also they will send a letter that you take to your test center. So if you want to go and do your test, your theory test, you must go with your provisional license, the card, plastic card, and there's a paper that they must have sent to you that shows your date, your location, and the time you want to do your theory test. You must go with both. You don't need pen, you don't need paper, just because it's actually computer based. So you don't need anything. Just you need yourself and the paper they sent to you from DVLA, and also your provisional license. Those are the things you need for your theory test.
What would you say helped you to ace your theory aspect? First of all, I want you guys to know that he used to drive a lot back home. And then when we got here, based on his job, he started driving almost immediately. So even before he applied for the provisional was just because he wanted to write the theory and then write the practical exam. He basically used his international driver's license to drive because his job required that he started driving immediately he arrived. He resumed the job in the UK. So, with that fact, what other things, what other factors, which website? Because I know that I used to play a game, that hazard perception. There's a game that I used to play on the phone and even on the TV. Used to watch a lot of things that helped him with the hazard perception. What would you recommend to people? What
For the
websites? What?
theory test,
Yes.
there are so many apps, but you need to also watch the apps you will download or the app you will watch. There is a DVLA approved app. So I know that DVLA is the body in charge of driving in UK. So I knew that one is they will give me an assurance that they can't actually give me fake information or untrue information. So I downloaded the app. The app, when you download it, it's in two ways. You can download it now, and they will give you a window to use it free for like a month without paying. So then when I did my own, they gave me a 1 month window to do it to use it without paying. So the second month I was billed £4.99 to continue using, like it's a subscription. So I was billed on no 4.99 for subscription. So it contains information about driving in UK, everything you need. Road signs, warning signs, when your car is faulty, what you do, when police stops you, what you should do, how to park, all the road signs, everything about driving in UK. There are so many names that actually want to simulate the name so that you might get confused. Okay, so what I did was I first read all the information even before doing any test. I read everything. It took me like 1 week for me to finish reading it. So I read it. So after reading it, I now started doing the questions. I first did some there are some questions that are in part. They will tell you questions on road signs, questions on hazard, questions on how to drive. So questions also on safety, health and safety. It's also there. So I first did those questions separately before I now started doing the 50 questions, like the normal way the theory question is. So before I started doing that,
Like the
so
mock.
like the mock tests. So I first did separate questions. So it helped me when I wanted to start the mock test. So the mock test is also 50 questions. You also have the mock hazard test too. I mentioned hazard the other time. So the 50 objective questions, I was always doing it like like anytime I'm free, I must do it. So before you can say you are ready for the test, the mock test, you must, I bet you must be scoring nothing less than 48 over 50 for you to be ready. The benchmark is 43. If you keep scoring 43, I can say you are not
Ready.
fully ready. Because when it gets to exam condition, you might be a bit agitated. So that might affect you. But if you keep scoring 48, 49, 50, 48, 49, 50, you'll be
At
like,
worst,
you are ready. At once, you will still find yourself around
45,
45,
44.
44. So I kept on doing the test. And when you do the test, like if I do the test this hour now, if I want to do it the next hour, it's going to be different questions or the same questions twisted in another way. So it helped me a lot. And I did something that I think I've not seen anybody that has maybe the people I've actually spoken to anyway. I've not heard them do that before. I made sure any question I miss, if I do the first one now, I did it 10 to 11 in the morning. I'm not saying that's the duration for the test though. The theory test is actually 55 minutes. So you have enough time to even do it. You have 50 questions for 55 minutes. That's for the objective. Then for the hazard is like a minute per test.
Question.
Immediately you click the video will end by itself. If you don't quickly click the hazard you've seen.
Hmm.
Yeah, so it will end by itself. If you have not clicked this rightly, that's gone.
So it's 15 minutes for
It's
the
50, yeah,
hazard
I can see 15
perception.
minutes, yeah, for the hazard perception. So for the theory test, you can do it under 15 minutes. Depends on how fast and how prepared you are. So when I was doing the test, like the practice, I make sure that I was always doing it under 30 minutes. I will have finished. So any question I miss, I will, because immediately you finish, you will see the answers. Or if you click question one, if the answer is B, option B, and you click option C, the option C will be red, which shows that you missed it. So the correct answer will
Will
be
pop up.
green. Will be green. It will pop up. So what I was always doing was, immediately I see the correct answer and I've missed it, I will screenshot it.
Hmm.
I will screenshot it and I will save it in a folder on my
Hmm.
phone. So all the practice I did over. I can't remember how many practices I did. Over 100 practices before I did my. So I noticed, okay, this question I always miss this question. So I screenshot. It now got to a time. The questions I was always missing, I was always reading only the screenshots
Of the ones
or the
that
ones I
you have
missed.
missed, because obviously the ones you
The ones I
you
know,
scored
the one
correctly, you know them
I know
already.
them already because when I kept doing the test, the practice, I saw that I was always passing some aspect of the test. So I knew I think I've mastered this part. So the ones I was always missing or that are tricky a bit,
There's the
I
ones
screenshot them and then
you're
I was
revising all the
revising just the
time.
screenshot. I left the practice itself.
The
So I was
app.
always the app itself.
After all, the app was going to expire after 1 month
Yes.
anyway.
So I just focused on the screenshots. So I was always reading the screenshots. So it helped me a lot. It helped me a lot when I was doing the test and also the hazard perception too. The hazard perception for the DVLA app is actually streamlined. It's not you don't have lots of options. The hazard perceptions you might not see more than if I remember, you might not see more than 30 options or 35 options, but to give you clue on how to answer hazard perception in your test. But you can always go online, like you can just type hazard perception videos
On
online
YouTube.
on YouTube. If you press it there, it will give you how to answer it, and you can also go further to ask for hazard perception practice test. So to give you the ones you can also practice,
On
because the more
YouTube.
you do it on YouTube, the more you do it, the more
Do
you
you do it or you just watch?
no, you can watch. That's why I said you can watch hazard perception test videos. That one you can watch. But if you want to also do like practice on your own, there's an aspect on YouTube too. You can press hazard perception practice test video. You have put practice, so they know that you want to practice. You just don't want
Mm.
to watch. So hazard perception practice test. So you can do that. Then you practice. So you can do that often. You can do it countless times so that you can master because the hazard perception I can tell you, people fail. It's That's one of the aspects that make people
Fail the
fail the
theory
theory
part.
aspect. You can some even score 50-50 in the objectives, but they score 30, they score 35 in the other perception. So you keep doing it again because people might be agitated, especially if you are at the examination or center, and unfortunately, if you mistakenly score zero in one of the videos, or
Become
you
destabilized.
become destabilized, or if you click the other perception, is like a click. You have the mouse in your hand, or if you are at the exam center, you have the mouse. But if you are using your phone, you can always tap the screen. But at the examination center, you are not supposed to click more than 8 clicks, 8 to 10 clicks per video. Like if you want to leave your street, they are showing you a video that you are driving and you want to leave your street to the main road, and you never knew that a trailer was coming. So immediately you sighted the trailer coming, or you saw the image of the trailer on the wall or on the glass. Immediately the trailer gets to like that junction that you are. You must quickly click on it. So you won't just click once and you say you have clicked. You need to put space for percentage error. Like you click on like 4, 5 times as the trailer is passing your front. You need to click. If you just click once, you might miss it. You might have missed it because it's actually computer based. You're dealing with computer. You are not doing it with a human being that will be like, okay, I think this guy wanted to click here, he clicked there. No, the computer knows the exact point it's looking for. So you must click like 1, 2, 3, 4 times as the trailer is passing. Even before passing, before getting to your front, you must have clicked. So, and you're allowed to click up to 8 to 10 times per video. But also, the computer knows people always do guesswork. So if you click and your clicks are far away from each other, you have scored zero. And
Hmm.
it will show on the screen on your test date, it will show. Even while doing your practice, you can try it out like clicking at intervals and just clicking at intervals and letting the spaces like be like two
Wide.
seconds or 1 second away. If you try it during your practice, you will see that the computer will tell you that you have actually done wrong.
Hmm.
So the best thing is to do the practice very well, like do simulate it as if you are doing your real test. So during your test, if you click more than the required amount of clicks, you have scored zero. Even if you got it right, you click the right part, but you click more than the required clicks, you have scored zero. Another thing is if you click vaguely, like you just click, let me click like in a
Anyway,
blindly, immediately the system will tell you that you have clicked or vaguely or blindly. So you have it will show you that you have scored
you
zero.
don't
Even
know
in the
what you are
test,
doing.
you don't know what you are doing. It will show you during the test that you have scored zero. It will tell you so, and that can destabilize someone because you saw a bike coming, you saw a boy trying to cross the road, you saw like three things that actually they look like hazard to you. So you don't know that should I click the boy? You click the boy, you click the bicycle was coming, you click the bicycle, a bike was coming, you click the bike. So you click them at intervals. The system might be like you don't know which one is the hazard. So the system might it will show
Meanwhile,
you
if the boy hasn't pressed
the yeah
the stop
the stop
this thing,
button.
it's the boy that is the outside.
Yes, it's the boy that is
But if the boy has pressed it
yeah
and it has turned green for the boy to
to
cross,
cross.
then those
That's not a
cars
hazard. Those
are
cars or the bicycle or
might
yeah,
be
those
the
ones
hazard.
yeah might be there. So you need to spot it very well. You need to be on your game. You need to your vision must be sharp and your reflex must be sharp. You must have a very smart and sharp reflex if you are doing hazard perception. So that for the theory, I think I've covered it. My preparation was just that, like
Just
on
that.
DVLA app, and also that was what I used for the hazard perception too. You
So
know,
basically, you have 1 free month of trial for
yes.
the DVLA
But
app.
I think they've stopped the 1 free month now. The last
Okay.
time I checked it. So
So you now have to
from
pay
the
4.99,
4.99. So
approximately
depending
five
on how
pounds
many
for
yeah,
1 month.
yes, depending on how many months you also want to use to practice for the test. I think I only used 2 months. The first month was free. The second month I paid 4.99. And the third month, after the second month, I stopped the subscription. I told them that I don't want to go. They will ask you, they'll give you prompt message that do you still wish to subscribe? You have 3 days left. So I stopped it because I already have my screenshots that I was reading. So for the hazard perception, I was just only going to YouTube to perfect it because I had already used the DVLA app to perfect it very well. So that was how I prepared for my test. So when I got to the point of scoring 48, 49, I knew, okay,
You
I
were
was ready
ready.
for it. I was always reading my
Those
screenshots.
screenshots,
Yes.
yeah.
So
So, guys, thank you so much. We are going to stop here for now and then continue with the practical aspect in another video. If you have enjoyed watching this video, why not? Like this video, share this video, and don't hesitate to smash your subscribe button. We'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.